Happy New Year, everyone! It's a new year, so it's time for some new coloring tutorials. Today we'll be coloring this bright galaxy in Small Victories from Johanna Basford. Let's start by grabbing all the pencils we need to color this. Everything will be listed down below in the description box. So we're starting off by coloring the background with this light cobalt blue from Polychromos, which is barely visible at the moment, but that's what we want. I always start my colorings with light layers so that if something isn't looking the way I want it, I can easily erase it or go over it with other pencils. After adding a light layer of blue, I'll start mapping out the three other colors: the yellow, the orange and the pink. The reason why I start doing this so early on in this particular coloring is because if I would color the whole background bright blue and then go in with yellow, orange or pink, then the colors would alter or look muddy. For example, yellow over blue would become green, orange over blue would become brown, and pink over blue would become purple. And I want to keep the colors looking yellow, orange and pink. So it's very important to not mix all the colors, but only lightly blend the edges where the colors meet. Once we approximately know where we want the three colors to show, we can start building up the layers so that the intensity of the colors becomes more bright. We will also create a little more depth in our coloring by using a darker blue for the shadows. I like to use Polychromos for adding shadows to my colorings because these pencils keep their point much longer than, for example, the Prismacolor pencils. You can color the background with as many steps as you prefer. I like to build up my colors slowly with lots of layers, but you can easily recreate this quicker when you press harder on your pencils. As a last step for finishing up the background, I blend everything with my white pencil from Derwent. This makes everything blend together nicely. Next up, we'll be coloring the sun. Now for the purpose of this video, I'll be using the same colors as the grey rocket ships with a touch of pink and orange that you can see in the other tiny drawings. So you know what colors I used, or if you'd prefer to color the other tiny drawings, then you can easily do so. Plus also, you don't always have to color things realistically, right? But if you prefer that look, then you can also choose to color the sun using the same yellows and oranges as we did for the background. And again, I'm starting with my lightest color, mapping out where I want my grey, orange and pink to be. After that, it's a matter of building up the layers to intensify the colors. I can also recreate this dot on my sun so it looks even more bionic. It's looking a bit too blurry for me, so what I'm going to do is use my black fine liner to make the dot sharper. And by adding a shadow underneath the dot and adding a highlight in the top left corner, it will create an even more 3D effect. Using the same three colors, we'll fill up the sunbeams. When I'm not sure if I will like the outcome, I start by coloring a small piece from a larger thing. For example, here I'll color 3 sunbeams, and when I'm happy with the result, I'll proceed to color the rest of the beams the same way. I'll be coloring the sunbeams at the bottom slightly darker than the ones at the top to give the impression of light and shadow. And then comes my favorite part, adding white highlights with my Posca pen. Now onto the planet. We'll be using this turquoise purple blend that you can see here and here. And then doing the 2 other wings of the planet in the reverse order. So the color turquoise on the right side and the purple on the left. So it gives a little bit more of oomph to the planet. a few white dots to finish it off. So I want the stars to look glowy, so I'll add some yellow to the background so it looks like the stars are shining. And then with the same yellow pencil, I'll color in all the stars. Adding some shadows with my orange pencil to create more depth, and white highlights with my Posca pen. And that's actually the finished result. I hope you like it and happy coloring. Bye!